because we're
on the inside. She landed in front from Diablo Girl. Street Talk away fast from the outside, burning up towards the front. She's going to clear them, and Street Talk has got across now to lead on, settling down from Mad Chevelle over on the inside of Brave Lead. Two further back, Diablo Girl getting up to be fairly handy over along the inside now of Impulsive, and then Bouverie Miscourt, three out. A length further back, Mikado, followed by Clicko, New Smyrna the middle. Mikado three deep, two further back, Alacrity and Central Express, 7.50 out. And the leader, Street Talk, on her own by two to Brave Lead. Mad Chevelle third, the fence, three wide fourth, Impulsive, one further back, Bouverie Miss deep around the outside of Diablo Girl. A length further back, New Smyrna on the inside, Clicko, Meccano out deep, two further back, Central Express, and the stayer Alacrity, 2 lengths away last of all around the turn. Street Talk's got a good break, hard against the fence of the 400-metre mark. Three to Mad Chevelle, Brave Lead, Impulsive, and then Diablo Girl further back, Bouverie Mist and Meccano, but Street Talk down inside the 250, three in front of Mad Chevelle, trying to lift now, then Impulsive, Brave Lead back to third. Street Talk two in front. Mad Chevelle starting to wear her down, but Street Talk's got a good break over Mad Chevelle, Brave Lead. Late marker is Central Express, but Street Talk all the way. Street Talk by two to Brave Lead. Third in the race would have been Mad Chevelle. Central Express flew to run fourth. Then further back, Bouverie Mist, who was wide, followed by Clicko, Impulsive, Meccano, New Smyrna, Diablo Girl, and Alacrity, the stayer, last of all.
Double 10 and 4, 117.20, correct weight, Gold Coast.
4 Street Talk, 4.90 the win, 2.10 the place, 10 Brave Lead at 4.90, and 2 Mad Chevelle, $3.
On the Super Tab, number 4 Street Talk to return 4.70, 2.10. Number 10 Brave Lead to pay 3.30, and number 2 Mad Chevelle 3.70. As we go back to the Canberra Racecourse, Chris O'Brien.
Thanks, Paul. As I was saying, Marimbula Flyer, the one downstairs.
They're racing. Broken a beautiful line. Eureka Jewel dropping out after the start. Del Sol bounced in front here from Coltar, you remember. Station Hand going forward from Salius in the early point. Further back, Peep on the Sly. Count Chivas getting up on the inside from Toil, Eureka Jewel and Storm. Running down the back now, and Coltar inside. Del Sol are the leaders. 2 lengths further back, Station Hand. Third inside, you remember, fourth. Then Salius fifth, but she's out 3 deep. Toil is out 4 wide, a half into Count Chivas. Further back in the race, and he's over along the inside, and they're followed by Eureka Jewel. Just in front of those would have been Peep on the Sly and Storm last of all. Now they're not going hard, these leaders here. Coltar and Del Sol off the back of the 852 in front of Salius third. 3 deep around, you remember, fourth, a half Station Hand fifth, 1.5 Toil. Count Chivas 5 lengths off them on the fence, 2 lengths further back, Peep on the Sly. Niggled that at the moment now from Eureka Jewel at the 600-metre mark, and Storm last of all. Del Sol, Coltar come to the turn a length in front of Salius up third. Then you remember being ridden along from Station Hand. Toil to the outside from Count Chivas. In the straight, 400 to go. Del Sol, Coltar, 2.5 in front of the favourite being called on the filly, and she's under a bit of pressure now, Salius. They're followed by Toil out in the middle, coming home well. Del Sol shot to the front now at the 280-metre mark. After it is Toil, followed by You Remember. Salius is weakening, but Del Sol in front. Del Sol over 2 lengths in front of Toil, Coltar, and You Remember. Del Sol. Del Sol wins the list and races away. Wins 2 lengths. Might be You Remember and those Toil for second and third. Then Coltar, Eureka Jewel came home hard out wide. Further back, Salius didn't go on from Count Chivas. Behind those, Station Hand, Peep on the Sly, and Storm is last of all.
5 Del Sol, 17.80 and 4.10. 3 You Remember, 160, and 4 Toil, 3.10.
Correct weight.
On the Super Tab with correct weight, the Gold Coast 5 Del Sol 16.80, 3.80. 3 You Remember, 170, and 4 Toil, 3.40.
And today slipped to the front. They didn't go hard in front. They were 127.9. Quickly got the upper hand from Coltar. Set up a break here, Marshall, and has got the money. The judge calling on the photo for the minors here. We've got You Remember pushing up in the centre, and Toil on the outside. Not much between those two. Toil in front with You Remember going out after it. Back on the inside and finishing quite well, You Remember, with Toil. The judge has called for a second print. You Remember the inside and Toil. Ooh, only a breath in this for second too. You Remember the inside and Toil. Could go either way there. Toil the outside. Yes, he's called for a second print here.
All right, we'll come back. They're moving in Canberra.
Racing in the up and coming, a beautiful start too. One of the best to get going was Armadale. Painters racing him for the early lead. Presidential Rule showing plenty of zip, although dropping back now and moving up to third as Accomplice, followed closely by Sovereign State, then Presidential Rule, Dance Music. 2 lengths to Intergaze, and further back on the outside is Magic of Sydney. About 3 lengths to Clang, and 2 lengths further away is Pimpala Prince. 800 to go, and Painters the clear-cut leader now, nearly a length on Armadale. 1.5 Accomplice inside Sovereign State, then Dance Music, Presidential Rule, Intergaze, followed by Clang. Magic of Sydney second last, and 2.5 to Pimpala Prince. 500 out. Armadale again serving it up to Paint. A length to Sovereign State, pulling around the leader's heels. Accomplice is running fourth, and then comes Dance Music. Further back in the race on the outside is Presidential Rule. In the stretch and on top of the rise, Paint given full rein by little Brent Stanley. A half length on Armadale, a length to Sovereign State, and then comes Accomplice, and Magic of Sydney is starting to rush down the outside, but the favourite Paint, he explodes. Away goes Paint. He's 2 Armadale, Sovereign State, Accomplice, Magic of Sydney, but a great return by Paint. Paint has beaten the photo between Armadale or Sovereign State than Accomplice, Magic of Sydney. Intergaze and Clang, Pimpala Prince and Presidential Rule, and Dance Music was last.
1 Paint Super Tab 281.30, number 5 Armadale to return 3 even, and number 4 Sovereign State to pay 210.
Quality with the capital Q. And the judge will have a look at the screen to work out second and third. 5 Armadale was showing 290, and the other bloke, number 4 Sovereign State, at $2 even. Paint has scored, and scored with ease, and has run 110.51. 110.51. The race record, our Maze K, 109.08. And Paint trained by Jim Mason. So Jim, as we all know, has only had the reins for a short time, taking over from Gerald Ryan. And the owners of Paint, the Contract Racing Proprietary Limited Syndicate managed by David Moody, ACG Hancock, and the Ferncourt Proprietary Limited Syndicate managed by P. Howell, and Brent Stanley, the apprentice, a very capable postilion. Paint, a grey, 7 starts, 5 wins, 1 second. The 2 for the minor placings are Armadale. He battled on well by Rory's Jester from Lovebird, a Bayco 3, Graham Rogerson, Shane Dye, and Sovereign State. He sat behind the speed, pulled around the leader's heels in the straight, but couldn't reach Paint by Archeregion from Stately Image, Brian Guy, the trainer of this nice type of 3-year-old chestnut gelding, Mick Dittman. No numbers up at the moment. Clang probably needed a bit more speed on today. Pimpala Prince got back to last in the early stages, never a hope thereafter. Magic of Sydney, being trained for longer, didn't disappoint. I thought the run was good. Accomplice wasn't far away either. Here are the full numbers, 1, 5 and 4 they are. Number 1, Paint, Brent Stanley first. 5 Armadale, written by Shane Dye second. Number 4 Sovereign State, Mick Dittman third. Number 10 officially 4th Accomplice, and number 6 was 5th Magic of Sydney. The sectional time 34.17. Totes not available. We'll have more on that in just a moment.
Adelaide race 6, the update there for the final.